Well, sorry we could never get together and do a real end of the season banquet, but we're all here for you and all the coaches. And we just want to recap what was a phenomenal JV season. We got together at the JV camp, and then after that we did scrimmages for a couple of weeks, played them all against varsity teams from Benton Harbor, Lakeshore, River Valley, Lawrence, New Buffalo, and Eau Claire. Then you as young ladies went up at the Northwood University and competed against Division I, IIs, and III teams, and first time ever we won games up there. And even though the summer is not about winning and losing games, the main reason we go to these is to learn what you can or can't do on the court, so you get to know us as coaches, so you get to know each other as players, and families get to know each other. I want to also, first and foremost, thank God for the great season, and you as parents for supporting your young ladies, and for all these assistant coaches who put in thankless hours, and for Coach Briney and his staff for their encouragement. Anytime a team goes undefeated in the season, there's always going to be a few nights where you just don't have everything you need to win those ball games. But in those few nights that we did have, you, as young ladies, persevered, you pushed through, you played great defense, you made your defense create great offense, and at the end of the season, we were very successful as a unit. As I told Mr. Eckert, Coach Brian will play anyone, any place, any time, and they sure did that to us, creating what was the hardest JV schedule I've ever been a part of, and that's okay. In a 7-day stretch, you played New Buffalo on Friday night, Frankfurt up at Ferris State Saturday night, came back and played against a Mucho Kwande Andrews team. Not sure who they all brought to the game. I just know they didn't want to play the varsity, so I think they brought everybody to play us. You went and played at Lakeshore, which was playing very well at that point of the season. And then you played against a Benton Harbor combo varsity team, which they had asked for permission because they had some reasonings, and they brought down 2 of their starters. And during all those games, offense was good most times, but your defense was always there. And that allowed you to win all those games between 35. I think against New Buffalo, you get 1 point in the last 3 quarters. You had a 19-point lead going in the 4th quarter. Frankfurt, you beat Lakeshore by 19 points, and you beat the Benton Harbor. I think we beat Andrews by 10 or 12, and we beat Benton Harbor's JV varsity team by 12. In all that, though, what I'm most proud of is how you handled yourself on the court. I remember one instance in the corner here at Michigan Lutheran against St. Joe where Frim got pounded to the floor, and I watched that 3 or 4 times. And your reaction was the way it should be. You just got back up and played. Allowed us to deal with the officials and the other teams. And as we always talk about, some of our opponents, the only Bible they're going to see or judge is by how you've acted. With all that, though, we want to allow all the coaches to have a moment to talk about the season. First, we'll go over here to Coach Morgan.
So I just wanted to tell you guys that I am so proud of everything that you have accomplished this season. Having a winning streak this big is a lot of pressure on a team itself, because knowing any next game that you play, that could be the game that loses the streak, but you guys definitely did not let that get to your head this season. You guys are a very special team. I am so excited to watch you guys play these next couple years at ML, and I hope that you keep putting your all into every single game, no matter what sport it is. And also realize that high school goes by very quickly, and I know that the seniors of 2020 can tell you that, so do not take any moment for granted. I'm very proud of you guys, and I hope to see you again real soon.
Coach K.
Hi everyone. Sorry we couldn't see all of your faces in person here, but I just would like to say a few words of how excited I was this year to be a part of this program, and how blessed I was to have such a great group of girls, nice young Christian girls, be a part of this program, and that not only me but my 2 daughters were able to join it with you wouldn't even have known they were new this year. With you guys, you welcomed them in with open arms, and we as a family have been very blessed that way. As a coach, I would like to continue to encourage you guys to play in the summer. I know this is going to be a challenging summer for activities and things like that, but continue to play, grow. You're all special and unique that way, and all have different gifts that God has given you. So work on those gifts, and I am looking forward. I will be back with you guys next year, hopefully, to help out and do what I can and be a part of this program and continue to watch you guys grow. So go Titans.
Coach Matt?
Thank you, team, the missing prayers, then, like,
Okay?
it's okay, and, let's safe, like, cautious, and, safe, but be quiet, and be safe. Thank you, the God thing, praise, thank you, the basketball, and with family.
Good job, man.
Thanks.
Coach Ben?
Yeah. Hey ladies, hope your school year that you're wrapping up here is going well at home. Hope you're all staying safe. First, I want to thank you for walking me in as a first-year coach into the team. Didn't really know what to expect. Sometimes you walk into a team that's not very coachable, and it's very difficult to coach in that position. And all of you are very coachable and welcome that and encourage that. So I want to thank you. I think all the other coaches really summed up your season as a team, but as an individuals, I can tell you that just watching from afar, watching you in practices, watching your games, every single one of you improved in some sort of aspect of the game. And as a coach, I think we can all agree that's the one thing that we look for. That's when we know we succeed as a team and that we're helping you as a coach as well. So thank you for that. Don't ever lose sight of that, because some of that isn't as easy as what you think. There's a lot of kids out there in this world that are not very coachable, think they know it all, and then they're not very successful. So don't lose that. The last piece too that I want to talk about kind of sums up, I think, what all the other four coaches talked about, is you are a group of very humble ladies. Don't ever lose sight of that. Don't ever think you're bigger than the prize. Stay humble in your success, because then that will carry you forward in life. And really, basketball here and why we're here, it's much more than just basketball, right? It's about life and setting you up for success in life and showing you what you need to do, hard work, dedication, passion, to be successful in life. So don't lose that. I think like Coach Morgan said, I'm certainly looking forward to seeing you play next year. It's going to be exciting for you going up to the varsity level. I think you've got a lot ahead of you, a lot of success ahead of you, and for you freshmen that'll be back on the JV team. Again, there's only more success to carry forward. Coach, what are we at, 72?
71 games.
71 straight games.
I want something else up on that banner.
Yeah.
2020 got it stolen from. Let's make it up there on 2021.
So you freshmen, I see that 71 only carrying forward. All of you are a great group. So thank you again. Hope you enjoy your summer. As the other coaches said, just because basketball season's over doesn't mean basketball is over. So get out there, work on your dribbling, working at creating your space, like Coach has always talked about. You can't drive through people. You gotta create space and work around them. So dribble away, and hopefully we'll see you this fall. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, and we want to thank all the coaches. We want to thank everybody who helped us out this year, our film crew of Tanner Berghaus and Vanessa Wolfram. We're one of the few programs that tapes every JV game. We stat it out just like a high school varsity team. I want to thank sophomore Stella Lyons, who came to us from South Haven. Was just a great player in practice. Just sorry he couldn't play because, I mentioned, transfer rules. You'll definitely be a huge asset to the program. I want to thank our freshmen who, it's a big step to go from middle school to play in this varsity program, and you had it, or JV program, and you did it in 2 weeks in the summer. You just went from 8th graders, and next thing you know, you're playing 12th graders from different schools with Jaden Beck, Abby Marquis, Tori Johnson, Natalie Ritter, Ava Beelman, Jules Kaler, Sarah Adams. So I want to appreciate all those. Also want to make sure we thank our managers, Elena Lemke and Hannah Heston. We appreciate you keeping us afloat during the games and during practices. I want to thank our juniors, and we did have a couple juniors play with us here, and that was fine. First time I've allowed that, and I have no problems doing things like that. And Emily Kurlikowski and McKenna Riggs, and our sophomores who, you know, it's tough to have back-to-back undefeated seasons at any level. And schools knew about the streak, and you guys answered the call. Ellie Primerano, Brooke Gerlach, Elise DeWeird, Elise Town. And so I want to thank all you players from start to finish. Again, to be part of 71 wins in a row and part of back-to-back undefeated seasons is incredible. I heard a slogan that I heard on Saturday, and I thought it applies to our program about handling the pressure. And as a coach, it's pressure when you get tough games, and as players warming up. But pressure is an honor. It means you're an elite program, and that's what you have. So take the talents that God has given each of you, and all you have different talents that can contribute to this program, and work on them in the summer. Don't just show up at the gym in the fall and expect to be another great team. Take the time, once the order is lifted, to take advantage of the lifting. Come in here and shoot around for a half hour a week, and Coach Kaler's always here willing to work with you as shooters and become that next great player. So on behalf of the coaches, thank you for a great season, and we look forward to seeing you in the summer. Thank you.
See you, girls.